I says I am.
I'll search with you. Can't stand my own stench.
Whatever happens seems to be centered at some focal point. Here's the notebook.
To see that day. Theo, forgive me.
This is to keep you from seeing whatever drove you into a nightmare tonight. By rendering Stilton unconscious, I changed the past. But how? all wrong. Things seem to be the worst here. The two times are overlapping now, somehow.
From the void behind the world, you can feel her power, can't you?
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended. Do it now!
Strange power in this place.
I don't care what's going on. I'm going to concentrate on my duties. I'm no hero.
Focus on the void behind you. You can feel her power, can't you?
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended. Do it now!
Return from the cold, from forever.
She lives.
How curious. It seems to have worked.
My spirit is safe now, inside this thing. Luca, you must lock it away.
I thought we'd lost you.
Luca.
Dust everywhere.
Hey,
Don't get any closer. You're looking for trouble. You're gonna find it.
the very edges of the void. But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the wounds only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted to the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place, the island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it. You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy, but what comes after that might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
The world contains more mysteries than I imagined. Now to meet up with Sokolov again at the skiff, after a very strange day.
Apparently the family committee made a request. Too much dust was pissing down.
At least Stilton listens. More than they can say for the Grand Guard.
Yeah, the Duke is rotten and it spreads out from there. But Airman Stilton is a good man.
I'll tell him you said.
He knows we appreciate him. Karnaka has problems, but it could be a lot worse.
Did you get approval for the new ventilation shaft? Lucia Pastor, right?
Stilton agreed to a meeting with the woman heading up the family committee. What's her name again?
Lucia Pastor. She's supposed to talk to Stilton soon about new safety rules for the mine.
She isn't one of us. Never seen her carrying a pick or a shovel.
There's a rumor she was in love with a miner. Someone who died in an accident.
Maybe no one else will even notice. But things have changed here. For the better.
It's like the Duke will keep taking consume. Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Yes. I found a way to get around Paolo and Byrne, and I've been to Stilton's house. Let's go. Time is an odd thing. Now to meet up with Sokolov again at the skiff, after a very strange day.
Looking for trouble, you're gonna find it.
I think I heard something. Leave at once, or I'll
I
call
don't know
for
what
help.
hurts me. I hope it's not a rat. Oh,
I know you
People
shouldn't be
don't
here.
hide their faces unless they're up to something bad.
Why'd they slow down flow 4? Did Marco say? Prepared approval for the new foundation shaft.
It'll mark a real... Hello there. Lucia Pastor, right?
Duke is rotten and it spreads out from there. But Airman Stilton is a good man.
I'll tell you, Sid.
Why you
He
covering
drinks
your
at my
face?
brother's pub.
He knows we appreciate him. Karnaca had a problem, but it could be a lot worse here in this district.
I've heard that Stilton agreed to a meeting with the woman heading up the family committee. What's her name again?
Lucia Pastor. She's supposed to talk to Stilton soon about new safety rules for the mines. But you were around with the children working down there, too.
Why does Pastor care in the first place?
She's in love with a miner. Someone who died in an accident. They say his body's still under the mountain, buried in silver.
Think Lucia Pastor.
Maybe no one else will even notice. But things have changed here. For the better.
The Duke will get what's coming to him, Megan. Lead it.
You're back. That was quick. Sorry I couldn't take you to see Stilton myself. But I guess you found the place.
Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Yes. I found a way to get around Paolo and Byrne. And I've been to Stilton's house. Let's go. Duke Luca Abel tore down the original palace in Karnaca, his birthplace, in order to build a lavish structure that cost enough to feed everyone in Serkonos for years. It's said to be a sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego and sense of princely entitlement. But whatever the Duke has done to his nation happened while I was Empress. In Dunwall, we were content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
Can feel it. This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You should be at peace.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
someone to go after the Duke. Another aristocratic boss, living and sucking the marrow out of the same people who built it.
Empress Jessamine herself once offered me a suite in Dunwall Tower, complete with a laboratory, the finest apparatus in the island. I'm not some conqueror of
Consequences.
He could always count on the backing of Dunwall's finances and navy.
Now we're going after the one who started it all. The Duke himself. I forgot the thrill of it. Planning drop-off points, picking the approach. Thinking about the best ways to kill somebody who lives behind high walls. But with the excitement, there's a black mirror.
Are you ready for this?
I've been inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault. If he's keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be. Beyond that, good hunting.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile, and I've got a lot to think about after all this is done.
Meet me at the skiff.
I was hunted by the City Watch, and even members of the Grand Guard.
Should we head toward the palace?
Let's get underway.
At the palace, the Duke has a look-alike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abel.
It's remarkable that people tolerate the Duke.
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall, full of toadies sucking up to me, stabbing each other in the back.
Poor Empress. I could see those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept, in the flooded district.
I know you grew up hard, Megan. I used to wander Dunwall with my base hidden. But when I got tired of it, I could always go back to the tower. Karnaka's given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff.
That's why they call it the black market. Can't just sit here. Too much chance a Grand Guard catches on to us, or maybe rightful owners coming to pick it up.
What's the delay getting it to the shop? Betty afraid we'll get caught?
The guy that runs the shop is nervous. But if they just let us move, it's straight off the boat.